G'day and welcome back to another episode of Bomber Crew. It's a lovely day here in sunny England at the moment at the British Air Force Base, and we're about to take off now for another mission from obviously going on from yesterday's missions that we actually covered. So we don't need to actually recruit now, and our team is actually fairly well geared up. So let's just have a look at who we've got there. We've got obviously Riley, Gibson, Ferguson, King, Kerr, Smith and McKay, all geared up, ready to go, and they're all excited about going on another mission. We don't have any training opportunities at the moment, and I've certainly had fun playing this game, and certainly have another episode going personally where we've sort of had a look at some of the missions, and it's been fun. I put a good probably 5-6 hours into it yesterday evening, and certainly looking forward to providing some of the later missions and some of the upgrades, as long as we don't all die. The aircraft, obviously favouring our favourite cat colour, with a few cat paws and some teeth. The old duck runner, or the runner duck, the first aircraft, so we haven't had any crashes yet, is looking good. So in regards to equipment, we've still only got two slots. We've got a first aid slot and we've got a fire extinguisher. And as much as we actually want to start putting some more equipment in there, we really don't have the finances or the pounds yet. We're very early into the scenario. Intelligence is still quite low at about 625. So we're just going to head out and let's have a look what missions we've got. So we'll try and do 2 quick missions. And we've actually got 2 good ones. Now, I'm not sure if we can actually do an intermediate mission, but you know what? We're going to give it a go. This is, what do we got? We've got a search and rescue, and we've got an enemy ace in the mission area as well. Alright, so this is probably going to be a little bit tough, but we'll give it a go. So one of our brave Spitfire pilots has run over the channel and had to ditch in the drink. Locate the poor fella, drop the survival gear and keep him safe until he's picked up. Okay, let's have a look at our aces. We've got Felix Feder and Gunnar Gunther. So I think Felix Feder is going to be out there. I don't think we're actually going to kill him, but you know what, we're going to give it a red hot crack. So let's go, let's pick that mission. Do or die, and let's go. Alright, so they're all sitting there ready to go. Let's just zoom in, wait for our target. There it is. Okay, to drop the chute, we're going to have to be at a low level, so we might as well just take off and then stay at the low level. Raise the gears, that will save on fuel. Alright, there we go. We've got the enemy ace pilot and we've got the drop zone. So we're going to go in there, open the doors, we're collecting the supplies. As we go straight over the top of the pilot there, and we will drop. Close the doors, let's come up to a medium height. Okay, so we need to sort of keep going around and just protect that pilot now for a while, but we want to get up to a medium height. I'm actually surprised how much damage we've done to old Felix. And we've got some more aircraft coming in now, so that's just protecting the ace. But we should be able to turn around soon. There we go. So let's go back over to the pilot and protect the pilot while he's being rescued. And Smith and Kerr are slightly short in ammo, so I'm just going to get him to Alright, now we've got the ammo in there. We're flying at about a medium height. The weather's good. You can see the pilot just down there on the right. So if we keep on circling the area, and at the same time just cover our skies, we should be okay. Alright. Just going to go down to a lower level because it appears the cloud cover is actually just distorting us a little bit. We actually don't need to fly into England. So let's bring it down. Oh, and we need to actually go behind us. So once we get some upgrades, it actually makes it a lot easier because then we can actually manually navigate without having to use waypoints that are preset on the map. But we should get... There we go. And that should allow us to return to our base. Whoop. Let's get in there. We need Gibson in there on the electrics. A little bit slow on the old walking Gibson. Alright, so we're now heading in. Navigation's in. There we go. Last couple of checkpoints. And there is home. Alright, bring us in, lower the gear, and let's bring it in. As a matter of fact, you know what? We didn't actually take too much damage at all. The plane is actually looking quite good. He's struggling with the landing gear, but it's alright. We'll get him in there. And we'll bring him home. So, you know what? That mission only took about 6 minutes. So we're going to do a couple more missions. Let's get him in there before we land, or he's going to have a bit of an accident. No. But he's fine. All right, that was a good little mission. Okay, for an intermediate mission, I'm surprised we did it so well. If remember, back onto the other one, I think he actually escaped. He did escape the glider. Unfortunately, that didn't help. But we're coming back in. Obviously, the runner duck is all repaired and ready to go for another mission. We've got a good couple of points there. But let's see how we actually went with the upgrades. We do. We got a couple of level 3s. Excellent. So we've got two good skills here. We've got lean, so conserving fuel, which we can actually use on the return flight to get a leaner mixture, and focus. So focus obviously improves the aiming and higher accuracy for a period. So we'll definitely use those skills in our next fight. We got about 2,000 pounds. We got a new helmet, some leather gloves, just to protect the crew, and also a Mark II, we'll wait until we get actually an armoured Mark II engine, but we certainly have some more cash that we can actually spend. So what we actually want to do is we want to beef up to make sure that our crew's survivability is working. So let's have a look at our crew gear and see what we can do to improve their survivability, just in case we do spud in. If I do it with one, then we can actually see. So he's got his oxygen bottle, flight suit, and he's got his flying helmet. Oh, sorry, leather helmet. For 700, we can actually put him in a steel cap, which just improves. It doesn't improve their survivability though. Land survival. Leather gloves. Leather gloves is cheap, and it does increase their survivability a little bit, so I'll do that for everybody. But let's have a look at the aircraft. This is probably where we're going to get some of the bigger changes into survivability. First of all, I do want to put one more first aid kit in here, just at the front. I've just sort of been caught out in the past, where we've sort of got a little bit stuck, not having enough. So we'll just throw another first aid kit there. And we've actually installed a pigeon already, so the aircraft survivability of the equipment is actually, it's okay, but we can always increase it a little bit later on. Systems, electrical systems, okay. We've got a fire extinguisher Mark 1 and we've got a radar Mark 1, so that's doing okay. And with our turrets, we do not have ventral turret yet, so what's that going to cost? We're a little bit short, but certainly for a belly gun, we'll probably put that in. But we're good to go. We're going to keep that money. We're going to jump in for a briefing, but I've just noticed now that we've actually got some training opportunities, so let's jump into the training. Let's see what we got. So a couple of guys obviously went to level 3. So let's see what level 3 gives them. Eileen McKay. Okay, so Eileen McKay is actually a bomber, but obviously her backup is the gunner. So I'm actually going to have her second skill as a gunner, because she's naturally a gunner most of the time anyway, except for when she jumps into the actual bomb bay. Done. All right, let's jump into the briefing and let's do another mission. Alright, so we've got 2 missions. We've got an easy mission, which is the Todd battery. It's been raining down artillery on the English coast. Our current bombs aren't able to penetrate it, but we can starve it of ammunition by destroying their ammo dumps. And more importantly, we've got Operation Chariot. Now for this, we're going to do the other mission, and I'll actually have a different episode where I'll do the episode on just Operation Chariot. Okay, so we'll do the green, we'll get the guys buffed up a little bit, and then we'll come in and we'll tackle Operation Chariot. All right, so let's go for another one. But you know what? I might even get out and actually take some photography if I can, and we'll see if we can get a few more dollars to beef up our. Oh, why is that? Why is the hydraulics broken already? That's weird, isn't it? Okay, I've never had that before. That's alright. We can take off. Now I think with the hydraulics it means that the landing gear won't come up, but that's alright. So I mean we've just literally... Yeah, I think. Lucky I did that at the end. Alright, so we're now moving along. Gibson's back in his seat, and let's go and bomb that location. So I'm just going to take it up to a medium height. We can always come down lower. Alright, now we're back in. We're on target for him to go. Let's drop him into the bomber's hole. Let's select. Let's open the doors. We're coming in for the first one now, and our second one is just over to the right, so that should be our 2 strike points. As we're now hitting the coast. We haven't seen any enemy activity. We do now on the radar. Just to our 11 o'clock. There's the first one. Bombs away! And let's get onto that one. We need to... Just so we can get that. Ready, and bombs away. Easy mission. But because it was easy, we're going to do something semi-silly. And we're going to potentially... we've got electrical issue. We also want this guy to be in the front. We've got electrical issue, so we need to get Gibson out here to fix the electrics. Head up to, medium. That was a decent hit. And we're out of ammo, so let's get some of the upgrades are good where you can actually, certainly for the rear gunner, where you're actually linking the ammunition straight to the rear gunner. So the radar's inactive, but it's okay. It did take a while for that to come in, and we've just fixed the electrics anyway, so... Let's close that bomb bay. I didn't realise we've still got it open. And what it does is if you have the bomb bay open, you're actually wasting fuel. It's actually creating drag, the same as if you've got your running gear down. Alright. And there we are, home sweet home. Now heading into... low. Let's lower the running gear. Plane took a little bit of damage, but it actually wasn't that bad. Now the fuel pods are fine. And overall, everything was doing okay. Well, this one's coming in hard. It's an interesting style landing. But it worked. Okay, so 2 easy missions. The first one was actually an intermediate mission, but we were surprised how easy that was survived. So what we'll actually do now is we'll just up the crew a little bit, up the aircraft, and then we're going to go for Operation Chariot. So let's just see what the outcome was. Everyone's returned safely after their 5th mission. And today's missions have certainly been a lot less eventful than yesterday. Okay, we've got service cap, headphones, a pilot's cap, and the electrical system Mark II. So let's go into crew gear and let's deck out a couple of these individuals. So first of all, we'll grab the pilot. Pilot's cap obviously gives him a little bit of survivability. I guess they just don't shoot the pilot. Our radio operator, we've also got a set of headphones. That also increases the survivability as well, but it does reduce his armor. But we're going to equip him just so he knows what he is. Now with the others, we probably just need to put a little bit of either a flak helmet or a helmet on him, just to give him a little bit of armor to keep him surviving. And also the leather gloves, I think. Oh, he has got leather gloves on, so we'll just put him in a helmet just to give him a little bit of protection, and we'll do that with. And certainly, actually, the gunners are probably the important ones that we'll have. But with the gunners, the front and the rear, we're actually going to just put them in flak, because they're the ones that actually sort of take most of the hits. Okay, so we've got 2,000 pounds left. Let's go to the aircraft. And we will have a look at what we can actually do here. Now, we wanted to actually do a belly gun, and I think we can actually afford the belly gun now. So Mark 1, we can't afford a Mark 2, but it just gives us an opportunity to throw someone else in there whilst we're actually heading home. And when we're at the sort of the medium or the high altitude, it's certainly actually a very vital gun. So we're just going to drop the belly gun on there now. Oh, we're over the weight limit. So this is an excellent opportunity. So you've got your your cap of your weight limit here. So it's at about 2,000. And adding the gun, we're actually going to go over by 65. So one of the ways to actually fix that is to change the engine. So by installing a standard engine here, you actually increase your weight capacity. So we'll start with the port outer and we'll install that. You do not need to make sure you're installing them evenly, so you can actually just separate it. Let's have a look at the belly gun. I'm out by 30 pounds. So perhaps I should have held off on perhaps things like the radio headset and so forth, but that's okay. We're going to do a green mission off stream or off recording, and then we'll fix that up. Okay, so that's all we're going to do here. So we're just actually having a look. So we've just still got this easy mission, and then we've got Operation Chariot, I should say. All right, thank you very much. So 2 quick missions. We did an intermediate mission with a flying ace, and we also did just another simple mission, which was to bomb the ammunition dumps. We've definitely been able to increase the crew, and the crew are actually doing quite well. Training has been quite good as well, and where we're actually McKay, I think, yes. Eileen McKay, I think her name was, yes, is actually now trained as a backup as a gunner. So thank you very much. Please don't hesitate to hit the like if you're enjoying the series, and subscribe. I'm certainly going to keep on with these series, plus a couple of others that I'm doing as well. I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm definitely enjoying the community and the feedback, both here and also in Twitch, where we've sort of been enjoying the game as well. So thank you very much. Have a good day, and look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.